welcome to Larry Shaves. Today, we're going to be using a brand new soap that we received just a day or so ago from Hendrix Classics and Company. This is Judge Roy Bean. Judge Roy Bean. If you're watching this before January 10th, it's not yet available. This will be released on Saturday, January 10th, I believe at 10 o'clock in the morning. So if you're watching this video before January 10th, it's not available yet. But after 10 o'clock on Saturday, January 10th, it is available. We're going to be using that today. We also have the aftershave splash. We'll be using that. And the EDP as well. So we're going to have a great shave today. Our razor is going to be the Henson AL13. And we're using the bronze razor today to go along with kind of the bronze color of the label. And the brush, we're going to be using chisel and chisel and hound, I'm sorry. It's hard to read without glasses on. And it's in a color scheme similar to the label. And so we're going to be using chisel and hound's brush today for our shave. So let's get started. We're going to scoop out some soap, and that's what it looks like on the inside. We have not used this at all yet, so we're going to scoop some out of the tub, put that in the bowl, and as we usually do, we're going to press it down in the tub just like that and get that all ready to go. And then we're going to start getting our lather up. We're going to wet the brush, wring it out some, like that, and commence to getting our lather going. Now, Hendrix Classics and Company always have great soaps, and this is no different. The scent on this is outstanding. The fragrance for Judge Roy Bean is inspired by Oud Wood from Tom Ford. And if you're familiar with Tom Ford, we realize that is somewhat expensive, but this is a takeoff of that, and it really smells outstanding. And it's ponied up with extra good oil as well. So it's already starting a great lather. Main accords in order of prominence: woody, oud, warm, spicy, aromatic, vanilla, balsamic, and fresh, spicy, amber, powdery, and sweet. And this all comes to life. Judge Roy Bean from HC&C is an Oriental Woody fragrance, and it can be used by both men and women. Top notes: oud, rosewood, cardamom, cinnamon pepper, and the base notes: tonka bean, vanilla, and amber. And when you put them all together, you have an outstanding scent. Now, I'm glad this is copied or is going along with the fragrance of Tom Ford's. And I'm sure this smells nothing like Judge Roy. And boy, we can be glad of that. Well, our soap, our lather is all lathered up to my liking. And so we're going to put a lid back on the soap, and we're going to spray the face. And commence now to put the soap on the face. Got kind of a Western shirt on today to go along with the theme. Judge Roy Bean out west, actually Texas, is where he dropped anchor. Boy, that is really a great cream. Good soap, good lather. I really love that. Went on so well. Covers the face so good. And we're going to clear the lips and the sideburns a little bit. And then the razor blade we have loaded already is an RK blade, so we're ready to start our shave right away. So we're going to do that. Now, HC&C's soaps sell out pretty well, so you need to jump on the bandwagon to get this. This scent is really, really good. This is the first time I've shaved with it, and I really like this. This is really good. Now, Judge Roy Bean, some of you older people like me, not running down older people, may remember Judge Roy Bean. There was a movie out, let's see, 1972, I believe it was, with Paul Newman starring in the role. And that was a movie based on Judge Roy Bean. And then it all started in the 50s, 1955 through 1956. There was a TV series called Judge Roy Bean, starred Edgar Buchanan in the lead role. I remember that series. I was not very old, but I remember the program, Judge Roy Bean. And Edgar Buchanan was the lead in that. But Judge Roy Bean was actually an American saloon keeper, as well as Justice of the Peace in Vail Verde County, Texas. And Judge Bean called himself the only law west of the Pecos. He was the only law west of the Pecos. And he held court in his saloon along the Rio Grande in a desolate stretch of a desert. So that's where he held court. And legend records his jurisprudence as thoroughly abnormal and in many instances comical. Although remembered as a hanging judge who said, "Hang him first, try him later," it's believed that he never actually had anyone hanged. But that was his reputation. And he was known as coming out with some outlandish sentences, and made a name for himself. He knew neither law nor court procedure and became celebrated for his rulings, which were variously hard, commonsensical, and prankish. That was him. I'm just glad that's past one. I'm just glad I never came before Judge Roy Bean. Hard telling what would happen if you got caught speeding on your horse and had to go to court and face Judge Roy Bean. You just never knew what was going to take place at all. He would pick his jurors from his saloon customers. And they were encouraged between sessions to have some drinks. So if you were last on the docket for the day, oh well, good luck with that. Judge Roy Bean, and we're shaving with a shave soap that's in his name and in his honor. We're going with pass number 2. And this really, I'm using the Henson AL13 with the RK blade because I'm familiar with that. I'm familiar how it shaves. And so when I'm trying a new soap out, that's what I go for, because then I can compare how that soap's actually doing. And this is doing real well. Of course, I'm not surprised. I am not surprised, because Hendrix Classics and Company soaps are tremendous. They literally are classics. That's why they use the name classics in it. Scents are all tremendous. The base is always good. They all lather well. I have no complaints about Hendrix Classics and Company soaps. And Pete is the kind of guy that he's not in it just for business. He wants to please people in shaving, and he wants to do a good job. He doesn't just throw stuff together and put a name on it and hope you'll buy it. He takes time. This stuff doesn't just happen overnight. He takes time developing the soaps and coming up with the right formula, the right scents for each of his shave soaps. And the aftershave splashes as well. If you see a soap from HC&C, you know it's going to be good. So grab a hold of this if you get a chance. How many of you remember watching Judge Roy Bean on TV or seeing the movie? I don't know, maybe you studied him in school, high school or grade school. I don't know. But let me know in the comments below if you know about Judge Roy Bean before you saw this video, or heard about the soap. All right, that is pass 2. We're going with pass 3 on the cheeks only. Finishing up our shave on the cheeks. I have to tell you, this is a tremendous soap. I am really, boy, that is a good shave and a good scent. And I know Judge Roy didn't smell like this. This is outstanding, and I am so glad that I've got this. Well, I'm finished with the shave, and we're going to rinse the face, dry it off, and then I'm going to bring you back for a close of our shave episode here with our aftershave splash and some comments. So stick around, we'll be right back. Okay, we're back, and we've dried the face and ready for the aftershave splash to put on. I can't get over how wonderful this scent is. I mean, it is just outstanding. Judge Roy Bean from Hendrix Classics and Company. Well, we've got the splash to match, and so we're going to do that. We're going to put the aftershave splash in my hand just a little bit. All comes out real nice and easy, so you don't waste any. Oh wow, that really smells great. Woo! Where has this been all my life? Judge Roy Bean aftershave splash. That is really good. And again, like I said, if you're watching this before January 10th, it's not available yet. But on Saturday, January 10th, that's this Saturday, January 10th, After 10 o'clock in the morning, it is available, and you'll be impressed with it, I'm sure. Now, EDP as well. We're going to put a couple of squirts of that. That's the aftershave scent stronger. That is great. The shirt is going to dry all right. I'm going to smell good. I'm ready to go to the supermarket. Amen. Well, thank you for joining me today for this tremendous soap from Hendrix Classic and Company, Judge Roy Bean. And I enjoy it, and trust that you have enjoyed our shave today. Thank you for joining me. Please subscribe to the channel. It helps the channel. It also gives you the opportunity of being notified the next time we upload a video to watch a shave and talk about a shave scent or a razor blade or a brush. But we thank you for joining us today. And until we get together again, happy shaving.